DC Rise of the Power Company #1 is a one-shot comprised of 4 short stories from Black creative teams. It features several fan favorite and recently created Black DC characters. Although it's a mixed bag, I'm excited to start my Black History Month reviews with this issue. It takes place after DC's last event, Absolute Power, in which government operative Amanda Waller launched an attack to steal heroes and metahumans' powers and frame them for committing crimes in the media via AI. After the event, the heroes defeated Waller, retrieved their powers, albeit some individuals swapped abilities. Many ordinary people also received powers and became metahumans overnight. Writer Brandon Thomas and artist Charles Stewart III collaborated on the first story of the book. It revolves around Josiah Power, the former owner of a firm called the Power Company that hired heroes to fight crime. It offers the interesting perspective of Power, who is an advocate for superheroes amid strong anti-metahuman sentiment amongst the public because of Waller's schemes. Power is a metahuman with the ability to absorb ambient energy from his surroundings and channel it into power. However, since Absolute Power, he has been harboring the secret that he's lost control of his abilities, rendering him prone to uncontrollably unleashing the energy in an explosion at any moment. One hiccup could place him as a prime example of Waller's propaganda. Power visited several podcasts and television shows to be interviewed about recent events and discuss anti-metahuman prejudice. During these appearances, people expressed condolences for Power's nephew, Daniel Power's death. Daniel was a metahuman with the same abilities as his uncle. Waller's forces murdered him when he fought to retrieve his stolen powers. After his media appearances, Power visited Daniel's grave and talked to him from the afternoon to evening, expressing his guilt for his nephew's death. Finally, his assistant dragged a sorrowful Power from the grave. I think this issue hurts from the lack of a flashback to Daniel. It's hard to care about Power's motivations because his nephew, who is at the center of them, didn't make an appearance. I would have liked to see how this kid's powerful personality motivated a man to transition from seeing metahumans as profit to being a metahuman activist. Next, Power visits John Henry Irons, aka Steel, at Steelworks, a lab Irons owns. Power uses boom tubes, portals used for instant transportation, provided by Irons to unleash the pent-up ambient energy he stores on Deimos, one of the moons of Mars. This was his 68th visit. Once he landed, Power contacted Archie Waller, aka Deadeye, a former agent of Amanda Waller's, and her nephew to help gather intel on new candidates for the formation of the new Power Company. Power hired Archie to find candidates for his new Power Company team. He suggested Jefferson Pierce, aka Black Lightning,